It's KBKW's Coffee Talk on FM 94.7 and AM 1450. And now let's go to Everett Hughes for the Insider Report. Good morning, Everett.
Good morning. I'm here once again.
Yes, and now what's our topic of discussion today?
1099 miscellaneous.
Ah.
You've probably heard of them.
Yes. Now, I don't think I've ever had to. Now, that I don't fill those out, do I? I mean, unless they give me one, right?
Well, you might receive one, but with what you're doing, Doug, working there for Joe Desha, it's not likely that you would receive one. Certainly not likely that you would have to give any out.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what they're concentrating on. The last 2 years, and I'm including 2012 when I say the last 2 years, right on every form that reports income and expenses, there's this question. The Schedule C, the Schedule E, the Schedule F. Did you repay anybody that required you to fill out a 1099, yes or no? If you check no, then you're telling them you had no 1099 requirements.
Okay.
Okay? Now this, for the first time, is right part of your filed tax return. You have filed your 1040, 1065, 1120, 1120S tax return, checking, no, I didn't have to. Okay?
Right.
So now they come back later and find out that you should have. Now, well, they're going to say, well, you filed a fraudulent return. You told us no.
Okay.
See, before, so they're getting, the new thing with all of this stuff, and it's all because of the Affordable Care Act. They're trying to raise money. But I'm even in my own practice, in my own client base, I'm making more of an issue on this, and a lot of this has to do with my buddy Janet Wood keeps saying we've got to start doing this. But now in business, you have to report. If you're in a trade or business, now there's a lot of things in the 1099 miscellaneous. Other income, fishing boat proceeds, medical care and health payments, non-employee compensation. Now, non-employee compensation is the big one because everybody I pay involved in my tax accountant trader business, if I pay them over $600 for services, I'm supposed to give them a 1099. That means my attorney. That means the janitorial people that come in and clean my office. That means any accountants that I use. And it also means my landlords. I'm supposed to give my landlords 1099s showing that I paid them rent.
Wow.
I'm supposed to do this. And now when I file my Schedule C, now I've just told everybody I'm a sole proprietor, I had that little box. Did you file all these things that you were supposed to? Were you required to? Now, if I want to tell the truth, I've got to say yes, I was required to. Did you? Then I have to answer yes or no. And this is part of my tax return. And I mean, Doug, people in listener land need to be keeping track of this stuff. You know, if you give somebody, I'll give you an example. Let's say you have an employee and you're paying them not part of their W-2, but you're paying them a vehicle allotment.
Mm-hmm.
They're using their own vehicle. You're paying them $500 a month vehicle allotment. 1099. Under other income, you need to give them that 1099. And they're getting just draconian on this stuff. And the biggest thing is not the difference in the tax. The biggest thing that the IRS has turned all this into, Doug, is the penalties are more severe than the tax.
So this is how they're going to get people to do what they're bidding, so to speak.
Right, right. The penalties are the hammer at this point in tax land.
Well, we're just about out of time, but if people want more information on this, they need to give you a call at 533-4131 and be sure to check out the website.
EverettHughes.com.
Well, you have a good week. We'll talk to you next Wednesday.
Yes, you will.